everybody, this is NapaFan34, and this is the third race in season number 1 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. We are here at the California Speedway for the Auto Club 400. This is the older version of California under the lights, and this is a racetrack that I've used a couple times before in the non-existent races, so yeah. This is a 30-lap race around this 2-mile D-shaped oval. And let's get to the starting lineup. There we go. Christian Masters starts on the pole. Eric Powers alongside him. Cameron Garlington, Diego Stevenson, Riley White, L.J. Mills, Jacob Reed, Mason Powers. Sorry about that. Austin Spencer, Aaron Walpole, Aaron Lukes, J.J. Wording, Warren Henniger, Stuart Gratton, Jonathan Skivnicki, Jesse Turner, Zachary Fitzwater, Matt Dalio, Raja Karoof, Biff Crafton, Adam Pinchon, Cameron Gadieu, Alan Cavagnaro, Justin Roberts, I spelled your name right this time, and the last winner in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, Caleb Hoffman, Trey Bartow, Cody Hagem, Gabriel Marcio, Garrett Sidnor, Joffrey Toussaint, Regan Whitlock, and Blaine Keys. The full field starting here today at California. Let's get this race started. It will be a pretty entertaining one, I should say. Just make sure that nobody goes off track for an engine failure, and nobody is. Okay, so that's good. So a 30-lap race here today at California. And it should be a good one, and if you win a race, you are in the chase no matter what. The two winners who have won so far this season have been Jesse Turner and Justin Roberts, and they are going to both be in the chase for the Chick-fil-A Cup this season. So congratulations to them. They have nothing to lose. But there are 30 other drivers out there who still need a win, and one of them is going to win here today. Or it could be a multi-winner too. Anyway, the green flag is out. Multi-winner, when I say multi-winner, I mean either Jesse Turner or Justin Roberts winning. Anyway, the race. Let's get to that. Master pulls out. Garlington right behind him. The two SHR teammates. We have the 41 of L.J. Mills, another Stuart Haas car, right behind the two leaders. Christian Master is the leader. And it is a mess behind it. Here comes Garlington underneath the 14. They're side by side. Who's going to lead this lap? It is going to be Garlington, barely. L.J. Mills is now going to get passed by the 19 of Jacob Reed, who gets a run on the inside. Allows Cameron Garlington to pull away a little bit. Here comes Austin Spencer in that 22, 3 wide for second. His Penske teammate is right above him. Garlington leads that lap. Jacob Reed up to second place, but here comes Austin Spencer in the number 22, right underneath him. Garlington is still the leader in the number 10. And we have a crash. Warren Henniger in turn number 2 is going to bring out our first caution of the race. We'll get the race here to the line. Spencer trying to take the lead from Garlington. And he is going to win it back to the line. Now that's Warren Henniger. Now in his pit stall, we'll see what happened to him. This was deep in the pack. They were going 4 wide. Dalio on the outside just clipped them a little bit. Oh, hard into the wall. Went the 27. Dalio has a bit of damage too. Whoopsie. Perfect driver to say that. Anyway, Henniger is going to be probably out for the rest of the race due to this crash. A 2-car incident heading into turn number 1. And we'll take a look at what it seemed like from the on board of Warren Henniger. hard hit for the driver of the number 27, and he's going to be out for the rest of the race. Not so sure about Dalio, how much damage he has, but looks like he has some pretty significant damage as well. Well, here we go for the pit stops. And Austin Spencer is staying out. That's interesting. Spencer stays out. So does Powers. Both of the Penske cars are staying out, and our Daytona 500 winner, Jesse Turner, is also staying out as well. We'll see here who all stayed out. I can't really tell. Let's see. The 22, the 2, the 43, the 17, the 47, and the 15 all stay out. Also the 31 and the 11 stay out. So this is going to play a lot into this race. We're going to have two totally different strategies here. There's about 8 cars that stayed out, and the rest came in. And the race is going to be won by Garlington in the 10. So he is the first car out with fresher tires. Then we have these guys here. So that's Spencer, Powers, Turner, Carruth, Stevenson, Gaidu, Skivnicki, and Cavagnaro. 8 drivers staying out. So that's good for Austin Spencer because he has quite a few cars in between him and the first guy who pitted, Cameron Garlington. And Stuart Gratton, it's good to see him having a pretty good run here tonight at California after crashing and finishing in last place both races so far this season. Riley White, Jacob Reed, Christian Master, Zachary Fitzwater, Hoffman, Mills, Walpole, Wording, Senor, Roberts, the winner of the last race, Lukes, Crafton, Toussaint, Powers, Pinchon, Keys, Bartow, Whitlock, Hagen, and Mauricio. Let's get to the rest of this race. Austin Spencer is the leader with his Penske teammate Eric Powers right behind him. And for the first time this season, the fast forward doesn't work. Hopefully, I just don't want that leaderboard to give away what could happen later on in the race. I hate it when that happens. So here we go. 2 Penske cars out front. That's Austin Spencer and Eric Powers. The green flag is going to come back out here on lap number 8. And that means that we have 23 laps to go here at California. You see them all spreading out there. It's something I really like about this track. It's just the multiple lanes of racing you can have. There's still single file back there, but they're slower cars, I guess. I don't know. Austin Spencer, the leader, in the number 22 Shell Pennzoil Ford. And Eric Powers in the Miller Lite Ford, going underneath them for the lead. Here comes Cameron Gaidu in the 15. Had a tough race at Atlanta last week. It was yesterday. But he blew an engine when he was leading in a tough break for him last week. Could have won that race, but unfortunately didn't. And here comes Cavagnaro in the 11. As Eric Powers takes the lead fully from Austin Spencer. Cavagnaro now trying to get third from Spencer. I don't think he's going to quite do it yet, as Gaidu gets a run on the outside of him. Here comes Skivnicki in the 31 on that inside lane, and Riley White in the 1 car. Eric Powers is going to lead this lap, and he's led more laps than Brad Keselowski did when he won this race earlier this year in the Sprint Cup Series. So far for him, it's pretty good. Cavagnaro trying to move Spencer up a bit to get underneath of them to take second place. Doesn't look like he's going to get the run, though, and Spencer's going to stay in second and try to fight for the lead. And there he goes, underneath of the 2 for first place. Here comes Skivnicki in the 31, looking to get fourth underneath of Gadu. And Spencer leads lap number 10 of this race. Cavagnaro trying to get underneath of the 22. Skivnicki went up high and nearly spun the 2 around. Here comes Garlington. Skivnicki goes underneath of the 10, looking for third underneath the 2. Eric Powers went from the lead to fourth and probably fifth place in one lap. Austin Spencer has pulled out in front of these guys, and he is going to lead lap number 11 of this race. Cavagnaro, Skivnicki, here comes Stevenson in the 47. Wow, all 3 of the Namor guys, I mean, they're not really a team or anything, but you should understand what I mean when I say that. And Austin Spencer out front in the number 22, an NRLOA guy. As a matter of fact, he's the only NRLOA guy in this race. Here comes Cavagnaro underneath the 22 for the lead. Alan Cavagnaro trying to take it from the number 22. Austin Spencer's going to lead that lap. But Cavagnaro is coming, and here comes Skivnicki in the 31. He's going to make it 3 wide for the lead in turn number 1. He's going to bring Diego Stevenson with him in the 47. Jonathan Skivnicki now side by side with Cavagnaro for the lead. Cameron Gadu not too far back from this lead battle. He's starting to get a draft from these guys up in front of him. Skivnicki went high again in the turn. That's the second time he's done that. But he's going to be able to keep the lead, and he is going to lead this lap. This is a relatively fast race. It's only 400 miles. Okay, not really 400 miles. It's only 60 miles. The races are 15% of the length of the normal races, in case you didn't notice that. And we're almost halfway through this one. So this is definitely going by pretty fast. You can see the whole mess of cars here. You never know when we could have a crash somewhere in this group. It is very possible. These guys really haven't fallen apart. And Biff Crafton has some rear end damage. Single file for the first 5 cars. Jonathan Skivnicki still leads it. Here comes Diego Stevenson, Austin Spencer, Cameron Gadu, and Eric Powers. Now before I came back and all that, before I had my hiatus here on YouTube, Skivnicki had raced in pretty much every race I've ever done on this channel and never won once. And here we go for pit stops. That's going to give the lead to Eric Powers, and out of the guys who have stayed out, he is still out on the track. Garlington made his pit stop already, so a lot of these guys you see coming in stayed out. And so they're on a totally different schedule, pit stop schedule than these guys. And here come the guys that did pit. That's the 10 of Cameron Garlington, Joffrey Toussaint, my bad on there. Eric Powers needs to pit, and he's going to slow down this inside lane, trying to pit. Actually, he's going to still stay out. I don't know how he's doing it. He's gone this whole race so far without pitting. The leader is Caleb Hoffman in the 13, and he was up there, and he pitted on that yellow. Cameron Garlington and Joffrey Toussaint also pitted on that yellow, and everyone behind these guys pitted as well. The 2 is now trying to take the lead once again from the 13, but he's going to have to pit this time, no doubt. And he is going low and slow. So Eric Powers coming in to make his pit stop, and that moves the lead to Cameron Garlington in the number 10 as he leads lap number 17. Here comes Joffrey Toussaint. I did it again. How did I do that again? I'm very sorry for mispronouncing your name. Your name isn't hard to pronounce, it's just I'm stupid. Anyway, here comes Joffrey Toussaint in the number 48. And he is getting underneath of the 10, trying to take the lead from Garlington in that car. Here comes LJ Mills in the 41. I wonder what happened to our pole sitter. That was Christian Master. He's fallen back to 15th. Really don't understand what's wrong with him, but just interesting. Toussaint leads that lap. Garlington's in second, Mills is in third, and Hoffman is in fourth. Of course, these guys are probably going to have to make another pit stop. The rest of the field pitted about halfway. So, and that was with a caution, though. So I would expect them to also make another pit stop. So I think it's going to be better for these guys here who went in under the caution. Oh, here they come in anyway. They're going to make their pit stop now, so they aren't too far off from the rest of the guys who did make their pit stops. Their lap times are considerably slower, not a lap slower, than the guys, than their fastest laps, which has obviously had to been when they had good tires. Riley White and Cameron Garlington stayed out. We'll try to find the guys who came in, and Gadu is leading those guys who did not pit under the caution. And these guys are probably going to inherit the lead once these guys in front of them are done with their stops. Here comes Skivnicki trying to take the lead back from the 15. Austin Spencer, Cavagnaro, Stevenson, Carruth, and Turner all right with this battle. And their lap times were considerably faster than the ones that than the previous leaders. And here the previous leaders coming out, and we're going to go 3 wide for the theoretical lead, if you know what I mean. Spencer. Now this is generally the lead battle, even though they are not shown in front. Once this whole thing cycles through, I do believe that they will be the leaders. I do know that the leader was Joffrey Toussaint when we came in for pit stops, and he is behind this whole mess of cars. Stevenson now trying to take the lead with Cavagnaro in this mix with Spencer, and we have 10 laps to go in this race now. Austin Spencer is the leader. Stevenson now trying to get second place from Cameron Garlington. I swear I saw Biff Crafton on the pit road. That was Garlington. Eric Powers stayed out those couple of laps, and he slowed down considerably from the rest of the field. And something is wrong with Cameron Gadu again. Oh, I can't believe that. That poor team, the number 15, another problem with their car. They were leading in Atlanta last week, and they blew an engine, and now they have another problem in that car. Tough break for that team. This shifts the lead over. Well, actually, he wasn't in the lead when that happened. Cavagnaro, Stevenson, Turner is in 4th place in this 43. I think he's a dark horse to win this race. An easy dark horse to win this race. And he got the 47. Actually, I think this may be... No, it's not pit stops. I'm just going crazy again. Stevenson, Cavagnaro, Spencer, Turner, that's Carruth. Skivnicki fell back a little bit, and here comes a guy with fresher tires, the 48 of Joffrey Toussaint. Now he's on this other strategy from the guys in front of him, so he has better tires than the rest of the field. A really fast lap for the number 48. He's going to easily pass Skivnicki, and he's going to set his sights on this 4-car lead battle. Stevenson is now the leader with Spencer and Turner behind him, and Cavagnaro in 4th. Stevenson leads that lap. Toussaint is racing faster lap times than the leaders. Now my question is, will the leaders have to come in and pit again? They might, and if they don't have to pit again, can they hold off this hard-charging number 48? This guy is fast. But so is Hoffman. Marcio did a good job on that pit stop. He's up to 10th now. and LJ Mills is up to 11th. These guys are on the same strategy as the 48 and have those fresher tires. But that 2 of Eric Powers is getting a draft on this 48. There's something like magic in that car. He went 2 laps later than the rest of the guys who didn't pit under the caution. And now is going underneath of the 48 to pass him. So he's running about the same speed as Geoffrey Toussaint. I am so sorry. Geoffrey Toussaint in the 48. And is doing a great job in that car holding on. And is now 2 cars that kind of pulled away from the rest of this pack. That's Stevenson and Cavagnaro. Cavagnaro in the 11. He's a veteran in NR 2003, by the way. He knows how to race this stuff. And he's going to take the lead from the 47. And here comes the 22 and the 43, the Daytona 500 winner. Raja Karuf in the 17. He's another dark horse to win this thing. He's in 5th. A really good job in that number 17. Stevenson looking underneath of the 11 again. I don't believe that the 48 can catch up to these guys now. His tires are back to a worn state. But it all depends if these guys can stay on the racetrack long enough to get to the finish. So see, that would be a one-stop race. That is hard to do with the way I have it set. And they are going slower, no doubt. Jesse Turner trying to get second from the 11 of Cavagnaro as Stevenson is the leader in the number 47. Geoffrey Toussaint has to deal with this number 2 here. Honestly, they are only off by about 2 laps on their tires here, so not too much of a problem for Eric Powers to race just as good as the number 48. The race could be between those 2 guys if these 5 guys in front of them have to pit. It's 3 laps to go, so I don't know if you're going to pit. And we have a yellow! We have a yellow! That could be it right there. Stevenson is the leader. And the caution is for Adam Pinchon. Trey Bartow again in the number 4. That is the 3rd race in a row that car has had considerable damage. See Fitzwater with a bit of damage. I'm not sure if anyone else was involved. That could have been just what these leaders needed. Because we're not going to get back to the green flag. There will be no more green flag racing in this one. But it all depends if Stevenson, Cavagnaro, and these guys can stay out. Which they might. And I don't think they are going to pit. But I don't think they are. We'll see what happened here to Pinchon and Bartow. Oh. 4 wide. This also involved Garlington and White. Oh. Actually, Garlington and White got out of it. And Fitzwater, an innocent victim of this one, was at the end of this pack and ended up getting clipped. You see those cars going by him really fast. Okay, we'll see here. See how it looks from Bartow's view. Oh, it just got clipped by the 10 hard into the wall. And the 6 ended up clipping that number 9. Unfortunately, he didn't go flipping like at Atlanta with Stuart Gratton. That was kind of a similar thing that happened there. We'll go on board with Fitzwater. And we'll see how it looks for him. Thinks he's going to miss it. And then whammo. See all those cars going really fast. But anyway, the winner of this race could very well be Diego Stevenson, and this was the lap he led as the caution came out. So Cavagnaro would end up in 2nd, and how about Raja Karuf getting a 3rd place finish? Jesse Turner would get 4th, and Austin Spencer would get 5th if nobody has to pit or blows an engine. You don't know what's going to happen, because these guys are so close on fuel. I do believe that it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. There's going to be 2 laps to go right here, and we'll see if these guys pit. It is very possible they could pit, but I don't think they're going to have to do it. Here's the white flag. Diego Stevenson is the leader, and he's most likely going to be the winner of the Auto Club 400 and make his way into the chase in that number 47. So we'll see. We're just going to make sure that these guys don't pit. And it is very possible that they could pit. But I think they're going to be able to hold it off. And Diego Stevenson is going to be the winner of this race, as long as they don't pit, which I seriously doubt it now. It's on the last lap of the race, and they didn't pit the other 2 times before. And I don't think it's going to happen. Well, our first race is going to end under caution in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. But it's a good race for Diego Stevenson, who's going to get the win here at the Auto Club 400 at California. With this win, he makes it into the chase and has 13 races where he doesn't really need to care about anything. So congratulations to Diego Stevenson. He wins the Auto Club 400. And now it is an official race. Cavagnaro in second, Roger Carruth in third, Jesse Turner and Austin Spencer, the top 5. Well, those are the results right there. We got the 15 and 18, both a lap down, and then Pinchon, Barto, Dalio, and Henniger all were out of the race due to crash damage. So find yourself in there. You got the bottom 4 there. And then the rest of the results right here. Stevenson is the winner of the Auto Club 400. So thank you guys very much for watching. The next race is going to be the Duck Commander 500 at Texas Motor Speedway. That will be a 50-lap race, and we'll finally actually get to Texas in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. So that is it for me, and I hope you enjoyed this race. Please like the video if you're in the series. I much appreciate it. And that is it. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later. Here are the points for the Chick-fil-A Cup Series.